I mean, the music was great, and it was just, it was hot outside. The air conditioning was blowing cold inside. The place smelled like fish grease. Everybody had a pile of empties on the table, and it was just a big old party. And they played blues covers. I think the only original Tedeschi Trucks tune they played was La Di Da. Susan did Just Won't Burn. Other than that, it was covers, and a lot of it was jams with other people. And I made, let's see,
I got it right here.
It was like 4.5 hours of music. It was crazy how long
that is crazy. And Derek and Susan were on stage for a large chunk of it, I'm guessing.
A good chunk of it, yeah.
Because these are all songs that they play. You got Just Won't Burn and La Di Da. Well, yeah, Just Won't Burn is a Susan song, but the only TTB song original.
Yeah. They started out with about 45 minutes of Tony Coleman with Russell Jackson and Jonathan Ellison, and those are the silent partners. Then Kenny Neal came up with him. He's South Louisiana blues guy, great. He's one of these really charismatic, great front people. Drives a bitchin' car. He's got like a 1949 Buick that's immaculate. It's at the hotel. Anyway, he, Hoochie Coochie Man, Little Red Rooster, blues standards with him. And then he leaves, and the Tony Coleman and his guys play for little bit longer. And then when it was time for Susan and Derek to come on, they turned everything off, and it was about a 30-minute changeover. They'd done a sound check earlier in the day. Somebody told me, so that was pretty casual. They didn't have a whole lot of work to do, I don't think. But they opened up with "Got My Mojo Working," and I've never heard them play that before. And so that we know this is not a regular gig, and it's a 4-piece band. So Isaac was on drums, and Brandon was on bass, and it was Derek and Susan. Everybody sat down except Susan. Derek was sitting in a chair over on stage right the whole time, and that was different too. But it's Derek being Derek. He can still do that sitting down, apparently. So yeah, I got my mojo working. And popularized by Muddy Waters. Voodoo Woman was the next one. Coco Taylor tune, which I'm pretty sure that's one that Susan used to play in her solo shows. Crawfish on My Shoulder, Looking Dead at You. They did Must Have Done Somebody Wrong. And then the two originals, La Di Da and Just Won't Burn. They played Outside Woman Blues, that most people know from Cream. So old Blind Joe Reynolds did that one first. They did Hound Dog, which was Big Mama Thornton's song.
Susan sang on that?
Yeah.
Was anyone recording audio? Do you know anything about any official or unofficial?
No. There's a guy
video or audio.
A guy I know from Central Arkansas who likes to tape stuff and has taped a couple of things. Tedeschi Truck shows. I made sure he knew about it, but I guess it was just too rich for him. He didn't make it. Let's see what else. Woman Be Wise, Don't Advertise Your Man. That's
they've done that a couple of times at least. TTB.
Yeah, that was a cool one. I guess a good deal of these are ones that are straight out of their regular rotation.
That makes sense.
Stripped down kind of versions of it.
Yeah, it's interesting to even hear the Derek and Susan play over at the Jeff Beck tribute, playing songs that TTB plays a lot, but in a different style or tempo, and just to hear them play their songs, but with, so to speak, but with different artists and musicians, that gives it a whole different spin and feel.